Hey guys, Cubing here, and today I have a commentary on which Speedcube is right for you. I'm using Moyu Yulong, and I'm going to start from beginner to advanced, and I'm going to show pictures, and I'm going to say pros and cons. So here we go. Okay, so you're most likely going to start off with a normal Rubik's brand cube, and you're going to learn how to solve it, have a sheet of paper in your hand, memorize the algorithms, and then eventually you're probably going to feel like this cube is a piece of trash. And then you're going to want to learn a new method to make you faster, so you can be like Felix Zemdegs and get 5 seconds, 6 seconds. But you're going to like, wait, I need a cube. Where do I start? There's like a million to choose from. Some are $40, some are $2, like the Guanlong, and you don't know where to start. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a beginner Speedcube. It's the cube that you're going to want to get right when you decide I want to start Speedcubing and I want to get good at it. So the first cube that I'm going to recommend for beginner, just not one above the Rubik's brand cube, is I would definitely recommend the Shengshao Aurora. The Shengshao Aurora goes for about $6.50, and the cube, it's not super fast and uncontrollable, because the last thing you want to do as a beginner is get like a Moyu Yulong V2, V1, and then be way too fast, and you won't be able to control it. You'll just spend $15 on a cube that you don't need. So instead of doing that, you can just get a $6 cube called the Shengshao Aurora. This cube is super smooth, and it corner cuts pretty decent, and is very controllable. It has a nice crunchy feeling, and it's going to help you memorize algorithms very nice, since it's a really smooth cube. It's definitely the step up from the Rubik's brand. So that's the cube I'd recommend for just a beginner Speedcuber who's just getting into cubing. Okay, so now you're about a beginner / intermediate. You're probably just about learn beginner CFOP, and now you're just looking to perfect that. Again, you don't want to go ahead and go get a crazy expensive Speedcube. You're going to want to get an introduction Speedcube. The Aurora was about just a beginner cube that's really smooth and turns well. Now you're going to want to get a cube that's a bit faster, corner cuts a bit more, and will help you increase your TPS. Now that cube would be the Moyu Yulong. That cube is only $5.50. Sorry, not Moyu, it's YJ Yulong. This cube is really nice, and corner cut's amazing, and it has a really nice anti-pop mechanism to it. And I still use that cube, and I average anywhere from around 15 seconds to 30 seconds, and it's a really good cube just to keep you going. So as a beginner to intermediate solver, the Yulong going to be really good for people who are looking to starting to get a little faster and perfect their algorithms. So the Yulong also has a very crunchy feel to it, and it's not the smoothest, but if you do a little bit of lubricant to it, it will be quite smooth, and I definitely would recommend this to beginner / intermediate solver because it's nice, it's fast, and you can adjust it to almost any tension you would like without it popping, and it's just really good. Okay, so now we're on to intermediate solvers. So intermediate is probably when you're beginning to learn advanced OLL, PLL, so on. You're starting to get pretty fast, and you probably decided you really like cubing, and now you want to start getting more into the sport or more competitions. So for an intermediate solver, I'd recommend using the YJ / Moyu Yulong. The Yulong is really crunchy, which allows you to be very controllable, because as an intermediate solver, you're going to want to focus on keeping your turns per second very controllable and your algorithms very controllable, because as you begin to learn the more complicated algorithms that are longer, your fingers are going to start moving a lot more quicker, so you're going to want to have to be very controllable with those algorithms so you're not overshooting. So the Yulong has a very crunchy feeling to it, and corner cuts really nice as well. it's definitely a cube right above the Qilong. The Yulong does give me really nice times, like the cube I'm using right now. I have multiple Yulongs because they're really nice and they're my main. And the Yulong definitely helps me control my TPS to keep it very controllable, not overshooting like an Oolong. But it's very nice, and definitely the pros of the Yulong is its controllability and how well it turns. Okay, so now we have intermediate to advanced cubers. This is probably when you just figured out the full CFOP / Fidrich, and now you're really getting pretty good at cubing. And again, this is a full preference video, what I use and what I would definitely recommend. So to an intermediate / advanced solver, you're pretty experienced in the cubing business by now, and you probably own several Speedcubes, and you have some that you like, some that you don't like. You probably have some preferences you like in a Speedcube, but this cube I feel like is a good all-around cube that's very fast and feels really nice, which this cube is the Moyu Weilong version 2. Now the Weilong is a step below the Oolong. It's not as slick and fast, so it is a little more controllable. So if you're an intermediate to advanced solver and you're super fast, we'll definitely go for like an Oolong. But if you're like me and you're an intermediate to advanced solver and you got all the algorithms down, now you're just working on increasing your TPS and recognizing and doing look ahead, definitely the Weilong's a cube to choose. It feels really firm, and the corner cutting's amazing. Corner twisting is a little bit of an issue, not much, but it can be easily corrected with tensioning the cube. The cube feels really smooth and soft, which does help. After you're working on your TPS, that will help. And the corner cutting is really nice, though. It can corner cut right below 45, I'd have to say. Reverse corner cutting is really nice. So this is basically a Speedcube that's really fast. Not really fast, but it's definitely a Speedcube to help people progress into the professional state. So I definitely recommend for an intermediate to advanced solver, the Moyu Weilong version 2, because it's fast and it's a very, I don't know what the word is. It's very stable. Yeah, it's a very stable cube to get helping increase your speed. Okay, so lastly here we got advanced solvers. This is probably when you're professional, not exactly professional, but you're getting pretty decent averages. You're really fast. You're probably getting close to sub 10. Now you're going to want a cube that's super fast and can handle your TPS. Now there's two cubes that actually fall into this category. One is the GANS 3 version 3. The other one is the Moyu Oolong. They're both pretty decent advanced cubes. They're both really fast, super sleek, and they're just the most popular professional speed cubes out there. So those are without a doubt the top two cubes I'll choose for advanced solvers. So hope you enjoyed this commentary, guys, and remember to come on in tomorrow for Session Saturdays, and thanks for watching.